In Tehillim we say, Loilanu Hashem Loilanu, ki l'shimcha tein kavod, al chastacha al amitecha. Why the double lashon? Loilanu Hashem, not for us Hashem. Loilanu, not for us, ki l'shimcha tein kavod. We already said not for us. Why do we need to repeat not for us? So Rabbi Yehuda HaKohen of Izmir, one of the great Balei Darshanim, he's the author of Shevet Musar, he's the author of Medrash Talpios and many other works. My children are direct descendants from my wife, from the Baal Shevet Musar, Eliyahu HaKohen of Izmir. He says an amazing interpretation. We know that the highest level of tefillah is to daven not for your own sake, but for the sake of Hashem. For example, if a person has a need, a person needs a refuah, a person needs a Yeshua, to daven not for their own sake, not because they're in pain, but because they know Hashem is in pain. Because Hashem is in pain when we're in pain. So instead of davening for our own need, we daven Loilanu Hashem. Okay, so that's the first Loilanu, to daven for the sake of Hashem. And that's a powerful way to get your tefillas answered. But maybe a person would say, it's sort of a backdoor trick, because we know when you daven for someone else, you're answered first. So maybe a person would say, okay, I need X, Y, and Z. I need a Yeshua, I need a bracha, I need a refuah. I'll daven for Hashem's sake so that Hashem gives it to me. I'll daven that Hashem should give this to me to relieve His pain so that Hashem gives it to me to relieve my pain. In other words, maybe you'll use it as a gimmick to get your tefillas answered. So the Baal Shevet Musar says, Loi lanu Hashem. We're not asking for our sake, Hashem, we're asking for your sake. And we're not even asking for your sake for us. We're asking for your sake, straight up for your sake. Ki l'shimcha tein kavod. That's why we say, Lo ilanu Hashem. We're not asking for our sake. And don't think we're asking for your sake because our real kavanah is that it should be for us. No. Lo ilanu Hashem, lo ilanu. It's completely ki l'shimcha tein kavod. This is an important kavanah, says the Baal Shevet Musar, to have when we say these words in Hallel. We have the opportunity of the Yom Tov of Pesach to say it many more times. May all of our tefillos be neskabel, barachamim uvratzim.